What are champions? These are champions. To better shed light on what's at stake tonight, we must first look into the lives of past victors. In the summer of 2013, two young hot comics, Josh Murphy and Tom Brady, left for Chicago to live out their comedy dreams.
Josh and Tom moved to Chicago. They moved in with me. They came up here, they said they were going to save some money, be responsible, just really try and hit the comedy scene real hard here. Of course not. Tom and Josh, they came, they saw, they conquered for one night. They had one good set and then decided to celebrate. I knew things were bad when I saw we had 2 bottles of champagne in our refrigerator. When between the two of them, they haven't had a single thing to celebrate about, ever. They started tipping dogs. They take cabs across the street. But mostly, they just wasted all their money on party hats. Not condoms, party hats. Like for a child with cheap parents. They even paid me to do some things. Some things I don't really want to talk about. And they fucked me.
Yeah, I moved in with Josh and things were going great for the first couple of days, but then it wasn't even like I was there anymore. He bought a twin bed because he forgot that we shared a room. Anyway, I guess one thing led to another, and I don't know, Connor's just I'm with Connor now. When I told Josh, he didn't even get mad. Thought he'd punch Connor in the stomach or something about it, but he's just so drunk all the time.
And that's the story of Tom and Josh. But there is still another story to be told, that of the other victor, Jameson Raymond. Jameson was tragically killed this summer on his tour of the glue factory when he was mistaken for a horse, pulled out of line, and promptly boiled into glue. Jameson Raymond, always in our hearts, always keeping macaroni on construction paper. And now on to tonight's competitors, who come together to celebrate the blood sport of comedy in a battle for Jared's honor. This is their story. Dave was found in a hobo bindle outside of Duluth, Minnesota in 1975. His father was a tumbleweed, and his mother was a barrel with suspenders. Though a civilized urban family raised Dave, he always knew he was a little different. Dave's career started as a drifter. He went from town to town selling his wares. He only started doing comedy because he found out that comedy clubs had air conditioning. Dave had a leg up when he started comedy, as he already knew local MC and comedy gatekeeper Brad Wilhelm. But rumor has it, he fucked his way to the top with that big curly dick of his. In 10 years, Dave Britton will have donated his body to scarecrow science.
I think his wrists will finally sprout strings and he'll become the marionette we all know him to be.
Mayor of the carnival.
For Dave, I think he's either going to be the before teeth model for Invisalign or the after model for a taxidermist.
I think Dave will work full-time, going from town to town, just working at all their haunted houses, under the selling point that, hey, I don't need a costume or makeup, I'm cheap.
Josh was created by scientists in a lab after they discovered that adding Mentos to cola created a carbonated eruption. Josh slithered into this world when they put a roofie in a Monster energy drink. Josh began his career in comedy when he realized being the Kool-Aid Man wasn't an actual job. And he hit his stride in comedy when, well, actually, he fucked his way to the top too. Right now, his career is skyrocketing as he's the only comic to do push-ups throughout the entirety of his set.
In 10 years, I think Josh will be making out with my ex-wife.
Still be at Chase. Same branch, different desk though. Because he vowed on his first day that he wouldn't leave until he was the funny one at the bank. You'll get there, Josh.
He'll finally be the funniest comic in Bloomington, Indiana.
He'll be the groupie for a Dave Matthews tribute band. Tribute band.
Though it is a somber occasion for which we gather today with John's passing, I believe we must laugh and smile as John would have wanted us to. John grew up raising a family. He couldn't remember a time when he didn't have children. Seriously, he was married when he was 4 and had 3 children when he was 8. Money was tight, but he supported his family with a job as a chimney sweep. He finally hit it big when an upstart software company created a video game based on his life, Oregon Trail. However, his family left him when he lost his fortune in the stock market crash. He then started comedy for the noblest of reasons, to get his family back. His comedy star rose quickly as his first album, Off the Cuff, went double platinum. He briefly quit comedy to produce the following pornos: Cuff Diving, Cuffin' Top Ladies, Stuffed with Cuff, and Anal Queens, presented by John Hancock and Cedric the Entertainer. But he made a triumphant return to comedy when he was finally diagnosed with old age. His last album, Open Coffin Funeral, was a masterpiece. His last words were, "Anyone want another round? This one's on the animal. That's my nickname. I told you that. Ow, my heart."
Dead.
Dead?
He'll have been dead for 10 years.
I think he'll be running a men's only barbershop where he cuts people's hair with his hair.
He'll be the body and face model for the Sims White Pride expansion pack.
We love you guys.
We miss you guys.
Goodbye.